Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be going over how men view you. So you're going to pick whatever pile you're feeling drawn to, go into the description box below, and the timestamps will be right there. Okay, and I will see you at your reading. Hello, pile 1, and welcome to your reading. So, spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. How do men view pile 1? Let's hop right into it. Spirit, how do men view pile 1? How do men view pile 1, Spirit? Okay, so we have the Hermit card, the King of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, and the Lover's card. I feel like pile 1, you are very hard to get to. I feel like you're coming out as the King of Pentacles. You could be an earth sign. I feel like men kind of view you out of their league, like for the most part anyways. Maybe like where you're currently living or something, the men there view like you're just out of their league. You do come across like you have money or just like some form of stability, like you're just on your shit regardless on really how much money you do have. It's like people, or men anyways, they view you like you're on your shit, you have things going for you, you're just kind of responsible. But with that also, you're more focused on yourself right now with this Hermit card. You're not really focused on relationships. You could have just got out of a relationship just more recently or something, or maybe just started focusing on yourself more recently. 222 on the clock. I feel like you don't really have time for relationships for real right now. And men can kind of sense that, but also they just feel like you're too good for them, like for the most part. I also heard you might be like demanding, or like, I don't know, just something about you like expect a lot out of someone because you do a lot for yourself. So a lot of men are like, oh, I don't even think I can reach their expectations for real, you know? And I'm not saying there are not guys out there who are willing to, but a lot of men are like, they are just on a whole different level, you know? Like a lot of times they feel like if they were to reach out to you with a romantic offer, you would not even look at their message type shit, you know? Spirit, or maybe people do reach out to you, they try to DM you and you just like leave them on scene or just never really open it. Like I feel like you don't really give men the time of the day right now because that outdated thinking. Spirit, how do men view pile 1? You also could be like, I heard some of you are celibate right now. This isn't for everyone, but I feel like some of you are celibate, or just you're very protective with your energy. Like you're not just gonna go have sex with anyone. And some people might, or for some of you, you could be saving for marriage, but like a lot of you, you're just taking a break, or like you're just realizing how, I can't think. You're just realizing how What's that fucking word? Oh my god. Sacred. Realizing how sacred your energy is, and you're not just gonna go give it to anyone. You're not just gonna go have sex with anyone. Like, you don't even really talk to a lot of people, you know? And so some men might view you as like, oh, old-fashioned, like, I'm not gonna be able to get anything sexually out of this person. So, like, they might view you as someone who is just like, they know that if they try, even, they're not really going to go far with you. Spirit, how do men view pile 1? Breakup, separation, act, silent treatment. Heavy on the silent treatment. I feel like people try to send you, like, well, men try to send you, like, love or, like, you know, they try to flirt with you, and you're just like, boy, bye, stop. You're not worth the time of my day type shit. Spirit, how do men view you? How do men view pile 1 anyways? We have addiction, codependent, controlling, has a block, restraint. So, with this picture, what I'm getting from this picture, honestly, is like, I feel like you guys do not want to be tied down by love. Like, do you see this? You may have had a lot of toxic relationships in your past, and you just feel like you can't truly be, like, free unless you're kind of by yourself right now anyways. Not saying, you know, in the future you won't meet someone who's on the same thing as you, like, independent, but still, you know, you could have a good partnership together. But I feel like right now you guys are just independent, doing your own thing. You do not want to be tied down to love right now. No, you are a free soul. You want to get out there. You just want to start doing things for yourself. And so I feel like I said, men just don't even feel like you want to give them the time of the day. But they are, like, with this Lover's card here, in this card, men are definitely attracted to you. And I feel like they might kind of just be, like, waiting. Waiting to see if you will message them back or hit them back or whatever. Let me see. Spirit, how do men view pile 1, Spirit? Ooh, shit, brother. And then, okay, we just got the 2 of Cups coming out. Like, I feel like you are definitely, like, when men view you, like, when they think about you, they think of, like, wow, I can really see them as, like, a wife one day. Like, they don't look at you as just, like, oh, that's some sneaky link or whatever. And what I'm also getting with this is men might feel like they have to get in a certain spot in their life to be able to get with you. They might have to get into this King of Pentacles energy. They might have to go through this Hermit mode to even be able to reach your level, because right now they're not on your level. They have a lot of work to do. Like, you guys are very independent. You know what you want. You do things for yourself. You know, like, if you are going to be with a man, they are going to have to treat you better than you treat yourself, which is very hard because you treat yourself very, very, very well. You know, you love yourself more than anyone else. You are in love with yourself. And so a lot of men, they view you as right now, you know, especially younger men, they're like, well, I don't really want to settle down right now with anyone, and this person is not sneaky link material. This person is wife material. So maybe in like a few years when I get my shit together and, you know, whatever, I can get a hold of pile one. Maybe they'll finally be interested in me. But right now, a lot of guys just feel like, especially your age is what I'm hearing, a lot of men just feel like you're too good for them. We have Ace of Cups, love begins. Right, like, I feel like men view you as on a very high, like, ooh, I can't talk today, I don't know why. Is your throat chakra blocked? But, I was talking just fine before this, but I feel like men actually do have, like, a lot of respect for you, and, they do look at you in, like, a high light. Like, they don't look at you as just, like, oh, some thought. Like, no, they really don't. Like, they look at you as, like, damn, like, she's wifey material. Like, that ass. Spirit, how do men view pile one? I feel like you guys could, like, dress modestly. Or even if you don't, like I said, you're just very protective with your energy. Like, very, very protective with your energy. You're not just gonna meet someone and go like have sex with them or whatever. Like, that's just not you. Okay. Spirit, how do men view pile one? Thank you. So we have mental conflict, which is Two of Swords. We have the Four of Pentacles, firm foundation, and the Five of Swords, conflict and defeat. So for some men who are on a lower vibe, I want to say, I feel like they could see you as competition because you guys are doing so well, and I feel like you're self-made in a way. Like, I don't really know how. Maybe it's a business or something. I don't know. But I feel like you guys are very self-made, and this really triggers some guys with, like, big egos. I feel like, well, you should, you know, some men might be like, well, she needs a man. She can't do it all by herself, you know, this, that. This is for, like, the lower vibrational men that I'm picking up. I feel like some men might view you as competition because you're doing well. And for some reason, some men don't like to see women doing good without a man. And you're like, I don't need a man. And then some men are like, oh, yes, you do. Like, you know, whatever. And you're like, no, like, I really don't. And some men will just, like, roll their eyes at that or whatever. But, like, fuck them. Like, that ass, fuck them. Mental conflict. Yeah, you, like, actually... I don't know why, but I'm hearing, like, men are scared of you. Like, they are, because it's, like, you're doing better than a lot of these men, and you are literally just this independent-ass bitch. Like, that ass. We have firm foundation, again, with stability. You guys are very stable. You know what you're doing. You know where you want to be. And this can be challenging for some men, because if you meet, let's say you go to the bar and you meet, you know, a group of guys or something, and you're talking to them, and you're just talking to them about what you want to do and this and this and that, and, like, your goals to get there, and you might say, well, I'm about to do this year and this the next year, and you, like, have your shit figured out. Okay, this is just an example. Some of these guys might try to, like, make fun of you or just look at you like, oh, okay, because it's like, for some reason, a lot of these men are in their, they're not really in this, like, masculine energy like they think they are, but really they just have a big fucking ego. You know, like, if you're really in your masculine energy, like, a true masculine can support a woman and, you know, whatever, but, like, this is, like, more of a competition. Like, they're not in their masculine energy for real. Like, they like to play like they're all masculine and they're all, you know, tough and this and that. But in reality, they're kind of little bitches. Like, I'm not gonna lie. They're kind of like, most of these men these days are like kind of bitches. Like, and so someone who's independent and strong and self-sufficient comes across these bitches and they get triggered, you know, because like, you're literally young, you are a female, and you're doing better than them all by yourself. And so they're kind of like getting their head about this a little bit, and they don't like to admit that like you are on a better path. But we're going over just like all the men here. I'm seeing some of these men are like, wow, they're way out of my league. Others of them view like you're kind of competition to them. But it's just because you guys are doing so well, and you know that you don't need a man, so you don't act like you need a man. You know, you're not desperate by any means. And for some men, this is fucking weird, because a lot of girls, unfortunately, are. And so they don't know how to feel. They don't know how to feel about it. Their hormones are everywhere about you. Okay. Spirit. How do men view pile 1? But men definitely do find you attractive. With this Ace of Cups, this Lover's card, like, haughty mermaid. Yes. So men kind of view like you're a little haughty. Especially with this Ten of Wands, I was really getting that strongly. You're like, well, I'm not going to settle for less. And I'm not, like, either you're going to do this for me and do this for me and do this for me, or we're not going to be together. And they're like, you're, like, haughty, like, you know, whatever, but you're really not. You just know your worth. You're like, no, I'm not going to settle for less. And some men will be like, well, what if you never get a man that will do A, B, and C for you? And you're like, oh, I will. Because I can manifest whatever I want. I will get this type of man. And some men might roll their eyes at you, like, you're never going to get a man who is going to work and cook 50% of the time and help you clean the house and, you know, whatever. And you're like, yes, I will. But look at this. This is a badass mermaid. Like, look at her. She is so fucking... It's giving, like, kind of Y2K vibes, so you might dress like that. But I don't know. I just, like, really like, that's a hot bitch. Literally. But you're just like, you're not even worth my time, boy. Like, be quiet. Spirit, how do men view pile 1? And I'm not gonna lie, this has been me at one point in my life where, like, a guy would go up to me and talk to me like, oh, you need a man. And I'm like, no, the fuck I don't. And they're like, well, who's gonna help you raise it? Because at this point, I was a single mom. And I was like, me. Like, I'm gonna raise my child. Like, you know, I don't need help. Like, I really don't. And they're like, well, you're not going to be able to do it by yourself, you know, this and this and that. Just trying to bring me down because I'm over here doing the damn thing and doing it amazingly. And it's like, who the fuck are you? Why are you coming up to me telling me I cannot raise my child right without a man? And that's like kind of the energy here. It's like guys see you doing well and they just want to like fuck it up. And then I would have conversations with guys and they'd be like, do you cook? And I'm not going to lie, you guys, I do not cook. I'm not good at it. I like can cook some things, but I don't like to. You know what I mean? I can if I have to, but personally, I don't like to cook. So a lot of things that guys ask you when they're kind of flirting with you, do you cook? And I'm always like, no. And I say, I want a man that can cook for me. And they're just so astonished, like, well, that's a woman's job, this, that. And I'm like, okay, well, I'll get one day, you know, you'll see. And they're like, okay, we'll see. Well, now I have a boyfriend, and he does cook. He cooks for me all the fucking time. He really is great. I'm not gonna lie. He does a lot of things for me, and it's like, it's just so funny because guys are like, oh, you're not gonna get someone like that, or, you know, just little things. And it's like, yes, I will. Watch this. I'm literally gonna manifest this shit. You're not gonna tell me what I can and can't attract. We have self-esteem. You guys are very confident within yourself. You know what you want. You're gonna go after it. Your fucking sacral chakra is on fleek, like dead ass. Spirit, how do men view pile one? And I just hear, like, you need a man in your life. You know, guys might tell you that all the time, and you're like, no. I want a man sometimes, but I definitely don't need one, okay? We have intelligence. Yes, you guys are very fucking smart. Very smart. And I'm getting not even book smart, but like woke. You guys are very woke. You understand things that a lot of people do not, okay? And so people just look at you as so smart and so like such a good vibe, but really it's because you understand this world on a deeper level. Spirit, how do men view pile one? Like, people, like, men constantly tell me, like, you're deep. Like, you're deep. And it's like, I'm just spiritually enlightened. I had a spiritual awakening when I was very young. And so a lot of men just think I'm so... wow, your mindset is just so different. Like, you're different. I hear that all the time. And I feel like you guys hear that all the time too. Like, you're different. And it's really just like, I'm really just know why I'm here. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't have time for this negative bullshit. I don't have time for this drama. Like, I'm on a mission. And I feel like you guys feel the same way. Like, no, I'm on a mission. I have a sole purpose. You know, you're not here for the bullshit. Spirit, how do men view pile one? We have faith. What did I say? Solar plexus chakra. That shit is on fleek. I was not playing with you guys. You are very confident. You have goals. You're working towards your goals. And you know that you are going to get far in life. And you know that you don't need anyone to be there when you do it. Gut instincts. So yes, you guys, that was your reading. Keep doing you. I feel like you guys are just want to do your own thing. I feel like I don't need a man right now. I don't even want a man right now. But until then, when you do want a man, you guys are going to attract such an amazing man. Someone who's willing to do all these extra steps for you. Okay, so do not let anyone tell you differently. You can attract whatever you would like. Okay, you manifest this shit. This is literally your world. Like, understand that. And if you want a man who is going to do A, B, C, D, E, F, and G, then manifest that shit and he will come around when the time's right. Okay? Thank you for watching. If you like this reading, like, leave a comment, subscribe, or do all three. Hello, pile 2. Welcome to your reading on how men view you. So, let us get right into it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. How do men view pile 2? We have the High Priestess coming out and the Magician. Ooh, shit. Master Manifester. Okay. Spirit, how do men view pile 2? I feel like off the bat, men view you as magical. Like, honestly, very magical. You might be, like, into... like spiritual, just the spiritual aspect of life, and clearly you are because you're watching this video, you know, like obviously you are. I feel like you make men look at things in a different perspective, a different light. Spirit, how do men view pile 2? Okay. The Queen of Cups, you could very well be a water sign. Okay. That is Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. You do not have to be. But also, the Queen of Cups is very fucking intuitive. And the fact that we have the High Priestess here as well, your intuition's on fleek. I'm telling you this right now, pile 2. Okay. Spirit. First of all, you can get any man you want. Like, be fucking for real. Y'all know it. You can get any man you want. And men know that. And for some of them, it is annoying. Sorry. It's annoying because, you know, you can start to talk to a guy. And this could be like a super confident, you know, gets all the bitches type man. And you come into their world and they're like, might start acting a little bit insecure. I'm not gonna lie. They might start acting like, well, where are you going? And this and that. Just very kind of obsessive. I feel like guys get this obsessive energy with you because they know you could get anyone. You really could. Like a lot of people are attracted to you. And I feel like there's multiple different men who definitely want your attention and who are willing to fight for it. And so you might give men stress, you might give men anxiety, men that could be so confident within themselves. Men that other people say, oh, they broke my heart. You're like, really? This person? This man? He broke your heart? Huh. That's weird. He was literally just on his knees begging me not to leave the other day. Like, you know, and it's like guys who, like, could have been kind of shitty to other females. I feel like they come across you and they're like, fuck. This is my karma, bro. I know it. This is going to be my karma. They're like, because you don't play. You do not play, and you know you have options, so you will leave in a fucking heartbeat. And they are petrified. They're petrified, pile 2. Spirit, not enough. Heart with key. We have keys on ring. What was I just fucking saying? Options. Many options. You have options, pile 2. And men feel like they're not enough for you. And they're like, this is my heart, and you literally have the key, like that Juice WRLD song. You could take the most toxic men and literally just make them so vulnerable with you. We have mask. Spirit, we also have passion card. Spirit, we have insane chemistry. How do men view pile 2? But for real, you guys, I don't even know how to say this, but it's like, if there's a toxic man who, like, just goes around thinking they can break all these ladies' hearts and this, and that, people are like, oh, just wait until you run across pile 2. They are not one to sit there and be heartbroken about you. Like, no. They are going to ruin you. Pile 2 is going to ruin you. And it's not that you are intentionally trying to break these men's hearts, but it's like, you do not play. Like, you know, so many females, they give a man a chance and then a chance and then a chance and then a chance and then they beg him not to leave even though they cheated and they stole from them and they fucked their mama. Like, you know, just an example, but it's like, girls do not have self-respect these days, and it is so fucking sad, and they don't understand their worth, and it is so fucking sad to me. You, on the other hand, you do know your fucking worth. You do know you're that bitch. And so you're like, play with me. One little smart comment I don't like, and I'll literally walk out this bitch. I'm not playing these fucking games, you know? And men are like, oh my fucking God. Who is this? I don't know who this is, but I love her. I am in love. Spirit, how does we have temptation? Yes, and we have passion. You guys are very, very pleasing to look at, and a lot of men want to get in your energy. We also have the star card here, so I feel like men hope that you're in their future. Like, man, I really hope Pile 2 will be in my future plans. Spirit, how do men view Pile 2? Okay, we have the 3 of Cups. You guys are a very fun time though. Like, and like I said, it's not like you guys are toxic. It's just that you don't put up with toxic people. And so, you know, you are the type of person where there can be a man and you guys start talking and then you hear he's starting to talk to someone else. And you're just like, oh, okay, well, I don't want to deal with someone who's talking to multiple people. So you just completely cut him off. And, you know, these men are like, what? Pile 2? And you're gone. You are gone. And they're like, Pile 2, you know, they're doing the most to try to get a hold of you. And they're like, why did you just ghost me? And you're like, well, you're entertained. You don't need me. And they're just so fucking shook. Like, what? And they're like, no. I will drop all of them. I promise. Like, I just want to be with you. And it's the vibes it's getting. Like, if a man does one thing that, like, is just crosses your boundaries, you're done. There's no second chance. You're done. We can be friends. That's it. Like, don't touch me. You know? Solar plexus chakra, you guys are very fucking confident. But also, besides a man-eater, you guys are just so fun. You guys are so fun. I feel like you guys are sweet. Like, you're sweet, but you have this side to you. Like, don't fucking play with me. Okay? And a lot of men might not see that side at first. They just think, oh, you know, I can get onto her and do this and do... No, try again, brother. Try again. You got the wrong bitch. And they quickly realize you're not playing with them and they do not want to play with you because you will be out of their life. And that is the worst thing that could possibly happen to them. Like, dead ass. Okay, Spirit, how do men view Pile 2? We have insight. How do men view Pile 2, Spirit? We have choice, free will, courage, willpower, change. Yeah, so, any wrong decision and you're out this bitch. You're on your horse and you're gone. You are like, with free will, I feel like you're a free spirit. You don't need to be tied down by anyone, you know? You're kind of just having fun. And if someone's going to disrespect you in that process, I don't want to have fun with you anymore. You're disrespectful. You crossed my boundaries. And men are just so fucking shook. But also just a lot of people want to be with you, Pile 2. And I knew this card was going to go out or come out. I feel like when people come across you, your energy is just so fucking amazing. 11:11 on the clock. Like, your energy is just so different and euphoric and, whatever. Because I feel like you're just so in touch with you're in tune with yourself. You're in tune with this world, with this universe. And so your energy is just on a different level. You know what I mean? Not saying you're better than anyone else or anyone's better than you, but your energy is just different from other people's. It just shines a different way, you know, because like most people these days are on a lower vibration and you guys are not. So I feel like when men meet you, it like just kind of changes their perspective on things. And I feel like a lot of men might feel like you are the one because you're just so different from the rest, you know? But you're like, sure, I'm the one, but I'm not your one. You know? Like, don't get it twisted, buddy. But like a lot of men who come across you feel like you're the one, you're their soulmate, you're this, you're that. But it's just because your energy's so amazing and you're so sexy, like deadass with this devil's card. You guys are just so sexy and you got it all in the bag. And they're like, oh wow, this must be my fucking soulmate. And you're like, and they're like, here's the key to my heart, you know, like, because they just want to tie you down because you're like no other. And you're like, honey, I already got some keys, you know? Like, they're like, here's my key. And you're like, okay, I'll add it to the ring. You know, it's not like a big fucking deal. But men love you, but they fucking hate you at the same time. They really do, because they feel like if you leave their life, they're like, and I don't even want to say they hate you, because I feel like even after you leave certain men's life, they still look at you in a high light. And they're like, oh, I hate that bitch, but I love her. You know what I mean? And like, I don't even think that they would really talk shit about you for real. Like, and if they do, it's just because they're mad. But I feel like ultimately at the end of the day, they're like, pile two. Pile two will always have a place in my heart, you know? You really do just give men hope for someone like you if you will not stay in their life. They hope that they can meet someone like you, or just hope that you can come into their life again. Strongly here. Spirit, how do men view pile two? How do men view pile two, Spirit? Okay, we have this card. Look, that is such a unique ass mermaid. Like, that is a bad bitch. I just see, like, first of all, you guys have a very nice body. Especially with this temptation card. I'm just getting that your physical appearance, and with this Queen of Cups card, you could have a Venus in Cancer, but that's just for someone here. But you have a very nice body is what I'm getting. I feel like you guys could have wide hips. Definitely, I feel like you guys could have wide hips. But something about your body, it's just like, it's unique. It's not everybody else's body. Do you know what I mean? Like, everyone's trying to look like fucking the Kardashians and this and that, and no hate on them, because I actually do love them. But it's like, people just need to look like themselves. Like, quit trying to look like somebody else. But anyways, what I'm trying to get here is you guys just have a very natural, unique look. Like, you're not trying to look like anybody else. You do your hair how you want to do your hair. You know, it's just like, your body is just unique because it's like you don't try to look like everybody. Like, you really don't. You don't care what the body trend is right now. Like, you love your body. You love yourself, no matter if you have fat thighs, skinny thighs, no ass, a big ass, little titties, big titties, you know, like, whatever. If you have, whatever. You love your body, like, even if it's not the beauty standard right now, like, you are just so in love with yourself. And I feel like that's another thing that men just find so attractive about you, because no matter what your body looks like, you're so confident in it. And like, even if you're not like that man's specific type, it's like you are. Do you know what I mean? Like, no matter what you look like, you are that person's type, just because you carry yourself so well and you are so confident with what your body looks like. And guys really, like, they view you as just so confident. You're not one to be like, oh, I can't wear shorts. Like, you know, I know so many females who are just afraid to wear shorts in the summertime, and it's like, girl, why? Like, you would look so fucking hot. Like, what are you talking about? Or they're like, oh, my thighs are too big. I'm like, I wish I had big thighs. What? And it's like, just so many girls are so beautiful, but yet they can't see that, and it's so fucking sad, one. But two, you are not like that. You don't care what your body looks like. You are gonna dress how you want, you know, you're gonna do your hair how you want. Like, you love your body. You are like, thank you, universe. Thank you for this beautiful, beautiful character to work with. You love your avatar. You are like, thank you, I am blessed for this. And anyways, men just view your body as unique and beautiful. Okay, but that is your guys' reading. If it resonated, leave a like. And obviously subscribe more if you want to see, or what am I fucking saying? Subscribe to me if you want to see some more of me. And then also leave a comment if you would like, because I love reading your guys' comments. Thank you. Hello, pile 3, and welcome to your reading. So spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, please help me to tap into pile 3's energy. Now, how do men view pile 3? Spirit, how do men view pile 3? We have the Moon card. You could be a Cancer. You do not have to be. The High Priestess card. Okay, Pisces. You know what? I don't want to take those because so many came out. The Ten of Pentacles. I know there's one more card. Where are you? It's this one. Okay, the Lover's card. Knew it. Okay. We have the Nine of Pentacles. There's a lot of major arcana here. I feel like people look at you, first of all, you're very mysterious to them. You definitely could be in your darker feminine energy, or maybe that's something you've been working on. With the Ten of Pentacles, okay, first of all, you're very independent with this Nine of Pentacles, but I'm kind of giving that you might not act like you're independent at times, even though you know you are. You could, like, okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is an example. When I'm working, like, at my job, there's 2 females, and the rest are men, okay? And I'm fully capable of doing everything I need to do at my job. But sometimes I'm like, hey, you know, Pablo, do you think you could help me with this? Like, do you think you could lift this for me? And, you know, I just act like it's hard or I'm incapable, but in reality I just don't want to, and so I just act like I can't. And I feel like you guys might do the same thing. Like, you're fully capable of doing shit by yourself, but sometimes you're like, hey, like, you're a man, do you think you could lift this up for me, you know? Or we need the men's help. Like, I feel like you guys are very flirty, but also, like, you're very mysterious, and I feel like you guys are very beautiful, like, creatures. Like, you could have, like, siren faces, or, like, siren eyes. But with this 10 of Pentacles, you guys are very abundant, and even if you're not materially, like, abundant, your headset, your mind space, you're abundant. Like, you're a very abundant person. You know that the universe always has your back. Like, you're never stressing, ever. Spirit, or like, you rarely stress for real, because you know everything will be just fine. Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, how do men view pile 3? We have the Lover's card again. That's fucking wild. You could be a Gemini. You don't have to be. I'm just naming the signs as they come out. Spirit, how do men view pile 3? Definitely someone that they can see as a romantic partner. Definitely. Spirit, how do men view pile 3? I feel like you guys are very in your feminine energy, but I feel like you have a good balance of your feminine and your masculine. But, like, you're in a good feminine energy. We have the 8 of Wands, which is accelerated motion. Okay, we have the Strength card. And then we have the Balance card, which is, I think it's Justice. Or, I don't know if that's Justice or fucking no, this is Temperance. But what is this one? Oh, that's Judgment. Yeah, that's Justice. Okay. Sorry. So, I'm going to name all the signs that are coming out just real quick. We have Gemini, we have Leo, we have Cancer, Pisces, and Libra, just for some extra confirmation. But I feel like men view you as very balanced, especially with the Balance card here. But I feel like, like I said, your energy, I feel like you have a very good balance of masculine and feminine energy. I feel like you're capable of doing things, and you can when you need to, or when you want to, but then at the same time, you like to be like, I would like a partner to help me, you know? It's like my grandma. She is so capable of doing things by herself. This woman literally gets on she's in high heels, and she will get on roofs and literally fix roofing. Like, this girl's crazy. But it's like, she's fully capable of doing things by herself, but at the same time, she's always like, oh, you're a man, do you think you could help, you know, even though she's fully capable, like, definitely, but she likes to let, you know, a masculine help her out. And that's exactly the energy I'm getting here. Spirit, how do men view pile 3? We have the Ace of Cups. Like, they definitely view you as a very loving person. They view you as someone who just, like, lifts them up. I feel like you guys are very nice to everyone. I'm getting a very good vibe. Getting Pisces energy. But also, just, like, you guys are very just nice to like, for the majority, like, you're nice to people, you use your manners, you're just polite, you are just, like, very sweet people. Like, you don't let people push you around or anything, like, but just to people you don't really know, you're gonna be nice unless they disrespect you first, you know what I mean? But men view you as someone who's just very sweet, sacral chakra. communication. I feel like you're very good at talking, and that's another thing I was going to bring up. You guys are a natural flirt. You know, you could literally have a husband and you could just be talking to a man and they think you're really trying to get with them. But in reality, that's just how you speak, you know. You are a natural born flirt. We have grounding as well. And then we have presence. I just feel like your presence alone is just like a blessing. Your energy is so beautiful. And like when I think of you, Pile 3, I think of almost like a pink aura. Not saying you have a pink aura, but that's just like the vibes that I'm getting, like smooth and like loving and caring. I'm just getting like a lot of love. Like you guys are very loving people, period, how it is. And so men also view you as someone who's very loving and nurturing. And I'm hearing they would be the perfect mother to my children for some of you. Like you could be good with kids, or maybe you're good with animals, or just something that really puts you into your feminine energy. But on the flip side, you also can do the dirty work all by yourself. You are very capable. Men really love this balance about you. And like we have the Justice card and then the 2 lovers. It's just like a balance. You guys are very balanced. You're not like overly masculine or overly feminine or codependent. You are this 9 of Pentacles coming out. You're very capable of being by yourself. You can be by yourself and be fine. You do not need anyone. But you like the companionship. I feel like you guys are lovers at heart. I feel like you guys do want someone who can take care of you and, you know, whatever. And there are a lot of options out here for you ladies. Like a lot. A lot of people would love to be your lover. Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. How do men view Pile 3? Water elements. So with this card, and then we have this card as well. Okay, but with this card, I feel like no other person can compare to you. Like, I don't really, like, these hoes aren't you. Like, I'm hearing that. These hoes are not you. Like, you're special, okay? Like, men don't look at you like just every other bitch, okay? Like, on some real shit. They really don't. They look at you as like a prize. Like, they could look at you as like, oh, Pile 3, like, you know. Okay, and then just look how colorful this picture is. I feel like you really bring out the light in situations, and if someone's having such a dark, bad day, you can really just bring that sun out and just, you know, make their day better and more colorful in a sense. You're really good at lifting people up. Also, you could work in hospitality. 11:11 on the clock. You could be a CNA. You could take care of people. You could be a nurse. Something along those lines. Like, I feel like you guys really do want to help people. And so I feel like your kind of goal is just to make everyone you encounter have a good day, okay? Like, I feel like you guys try to go out of your way to, like, make people feel better about themselves. Inspiration. Yes, you guys are an inspiration to men and just people in general, honestly. Spirit, how do men view Pile 3? Okay, we have heartbroken, deeply hurt, sad, separation, breakup. So I'm getting, if you have broke it off with someone, or, you know, you're just exes in the past, whatever, they definitely still do think about you, like, for sure. And also what I'm getting is you might, like, talk to a lot of people, and, you know, when you talk, you flirt and you don't realize it. And so people might get men might get the wrong impression at first. and kind of think that you like them like that, but then you don't, you know what I mean? So they might be kind of hurt about that sometime. We also have another separation card coming out. Sadness, missing you, thinking about you, and then we have someone expresses love. So if you have recently cut ties with somebody, a man in specific, or this is just, you know, you haven't really cut ties with anyone, just know that whoever you were with last, whether this was a situationship, a relationship, whatever, this man misses you. I am getting that a lot. And just, I feel like not even just this man, but any man who you have encountered in your life. Photograph, looking at your photos, wow, who is this? I feel like, and then can set outdated thinking, like, oh my God, pile 3, if you come into someone's life, they do not stop thinking about you forever. They could literally, it could be years and years. They could have a whole different family. They could have wife, children. They are always still going to think about you, pile 3. Always, because you were just such a good part of their life. You were such a good time. Like, pile 3, you are just an amazing person. And you are so fun also. I do want to say that you guys are just so fun. But oh my, this is just crazy to me how all of these cards, we have 5 different cards here that are about someone who is missing you. And I really do believe that this is just every man in your past that you have ended things with. And you guys, your energy keeps reminding me of my grandma, I'm not gonna lie. And it's crazy because I just visited my grandpa just the other day, and it was a random visit, and I haven't seen him in years. And he goes, so how's your grandma doing? And mind you, they split up about 35 years ago, 37 years ago, something about that, because he was doing her dirty as fuck, right? So they broke it off, and he is literally talking about this woman, talking about how, oh, you know, I will always love your grandma, this, that. My grandma could care less about him at this point, like, but he's literally sitting here just talking about her. He wants to know about her husband. He wants to know. And then there's another man who was like my step grandpa, who also, you know, was in a relationship with my grandma at one point. His name, well, I won't even say his name, but anyways, he was like my step grandpa, and he was also talking about her, and this was decades ago that they were together. And they're just like, oh, just like all these men that were in my grandma's past still talk about her to this day, because she was just such an amazing character. Like, it's like this energy it's reminding me of. And it's like, even years, like, they go through so many different females, and they get married twice, and they have kids, and this and this and that, that just know, even when they're old, they will always think about your relationship with them, because you were just such a good person, and you were so great to people. And, you know, especially if you were in a relationship at that time, you were so good to that man. And just know that these exes, these people in your past, these men in your past will always fucking miss you. They will always, until they die. Like, dead ass. I'm not being exaggerative whatsoever. You guys, that was your reading. Just know that you are really some cool shit. Like, deadass. You guys are so sweet and so just loving and nurturing and beautiful. Keep doing what you're doing, because you're definitely doing something right, okay? Thank you so much. If this resonated, please leave a like, comment. I love to read your guys' comments. And then do not forget to subscribe. Thank you. Hello, pile 4, and welcome to your reading. So let's hop right into it. Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, please help me connect into pile 4's energy. Okay, thank you, Spirit. Now, Spirit guides, how do men view pile 4? How do men view pile 4, Spirit? We have the 9 of Wands. the Queen of Cups, water sign energy coming out. The Nine of Cups, that is my favorite card. We have the Tower card, okay. And then we have the High Priestess and the Judgment card. I feel like sorry, I like had to stretch. I feel like you are definitely a wish fulfillment. But with this Nine of Wands, let me get some clarification on this just real quick. Spirit, what is this Nine of Wands about? What is this Nine of Wands about? Spirit guides, angels, and ancestors. Okay, so, real quick, if there's any men in your past, they definitely still, if you have just broke something off with someone, just know that they're kind of waiting for you to come around. If you continuously have a specific person that you break up with and, you know, then get back together, break up with, get back together, just know this person is like kind of waiting for you. But that was just a little message. Like, this person still does want you, and they're kind of waiting for you. Yeah, they're kind of waiting for you to make this call. That was just a quick message real quick for someone here. That is not the whole reading. So, Spirit, how do men view pile 2? Or 2, what the fuck? I've been mixing up all the piles today. Pile 4, how do men view pile 4? You could be a Capricorn, you could be a Pisces, or a Scorpio. We also have Cancer, okay? And I think the Judgment card is Virgo, but I very well could be wrong, Spirit. We have the Hierophant. How do men view pile 4? The Nine of Pentacles. The Chariot card. But 7 could be a significant number for you. And then we have the Two of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. I'm not gonna lie, some of you might be this is just a message for some of you, but you could be like, what's that called? Trainers or speakers or something like that, where you inspire people. You could be an influencer, something along the lines where I feel like some of you might like inspire people and like push people for a goal, like no matter what this goal is. I feel like you could have like a job of doing that, or maybe you just do that with people, like you push them to achieve their best. You could have a job with something like this, like where you're pushing someone to do their best. But I do feel like men feel like you inspire them. I feel like if a man comes into your life, like, I feel like you definitely do change this man, like, without even, like, oh, I want to change them, you know, but, like, you influence men to do better and just be a better version of themselves, and they really like that about you, because I don't know what you're fucking doing, but you're, like, making men, like, it's like you're a teacher. You could be religious or just spiritual, and you kind of like show them that spiritual side of life, or just, you know, whatever, like if you're in a religion, you show them. I'm not religious, so I don't know what the fuck to say, but you just, you know, you connect them more with a higher power too, is what I could see. Spirit, what do men find so attractive about pile 4? Or how do men view pile 4? Physical health. So you guys have a very nice body. Like physical appearance, you guys are very nice to look at. Spirit, how do men view pile 4? We have personal boundaries, choice, assertiveness, empowerment. Spirit, how do men view pile 4? We have love, and then we have compassion, okay? And then at the back of the deck, we have connection, universal oneness, love, interconnection, support. And like I said, I feel like you guys support people in some way. You, or men anyways, you make them feel like you could work at a retirement home, or, you know, something. This is not for everyone. For some of you, you are just you're very caring, loving people. And when you have a boyfriend or just a man that you're interested in too, you're very like, push them to be the best version that they can be. And you're like, well, don't you know you're so amazing? Like, look at your potential. And men really feel like powerful, kind of, is what I'm getting when they're with you, because you just bring out this spark in them that they may have forgot that they had, you know? I feel like you guys might attract a lot of people who are not at a place that they want to be right now. I feel like you guys are very good at like helping people see the good side of things, like encouraging people. I don't know, you might notice that you always attract men when they're kind of like at their worst, or just, that sounds so bad, but you know what I mean? Like you might attract men like when they're just not really the best version of themselves right now. And I feel like you are just so good at helping them cope through something, helping them get through something. Men just see you as super fucking caring. They see you as someone who is spiritual, or just something on a deeper level. You're definitely connected to a higher power, a higher source. For some of you, like I said, you could make, like, kind of give men a spiritual awakening in a sense. 9/11 on the clock. Spirit, how do men view pile 4? Really make them rethink their life choices when they meet you. And also, you know, like, men's view on women nowadays is so fucked up. Like, you know, bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. And that is literally like, you are not that. And for some men, they might have got females who are so toxic in their life, and just every female, like, this can come down to their ex, to all the way to like their mother. Like, females just aren't shit to them, you know what I mean? Like, females are not, they've just had bad experiences with females, like, for a lot of you, like the men that you encounter, and then they meet you and they're like, wow, there really are some good females out here. Like, there really is good people out here. Spirit, how do men view pile 4? See, besties. Spirit, how do men view pile 4? You guys could be moody sometimes. But like, this is kind of attractive to men, I'm not gonna lie. What is that? The Cleopatra effect, when she was like very, okay, also I'm getting, some of you could be Pisces, or just you guys are very unique. But I was getting Pisces strongly with the king, with the Queen of Cups and the High Priestess. But what the fuck was I even saying before that? It will come back eventually, you guys. I'm sorry. But basically, men definitely view you different, more compassionate. They're just like, wow, they're really, like I said, really are good females out there, and you give men hope in a way. Spirit, how do men view pile 4? Girl talk. I feel like with this C besties, and then we have girl talk, I feel like guys just view you, and even with the 2 of Cups, like, guys just view you as, like, such a good friend. Like, I feel like you guys could have a lot of guy friends or something along those lines, but it's like, not only are you, like, so beautiful and magnetic and, like, just, you could be such a good romantic partner, but you're also, like, a best friend. You know what I mean? Like, it's one thing to have, like, a girlfriend, but it's another thing to have a girlfriend who is your best friend, a wife who is also your best friend. And for you guys, it's like, when you get in a connection with someone, not only are you with them romantically, but you're with them as a, you know, as a friendship as well. Like, it's not just, oh, that's my boyfriend, or that's my husband. That's my best friend, you know? You feel like you can tell each other anything. Like, I feel like men just feel like they can tell you anything. You're not going to judge them. Like, you will help them. They really love that about you, because you're just such a loving person, and they just, like, look at you so highly. Like, I cannot even lie. Like, men look at you guys so highly. Spirit, pile 4. How do men view pile 4? We have clock. Needs time, takes time. Time to heal. Okay, Spirit, how do men view pile 4? Photograph. Looking at your photos, missing you. So, like I said in the beginning, if you are thinking about a specific person in your past, someone is missing you. Like I said at the beginning, there's someone out there that is missing you, that wants you back. And you might be saying, oh, I just need some time away from you, or maybe vice versa. Spirit, how do men view pile 4? But there is a specific person coming up right now, Spirit, or pile 4. Okay, we have healing heart. And then we have coffee cup. Meeting and conversation, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted, friendship. Okay, like I said, you really do uplift these men. You make them feel better about themselves. You really inspire a lot of men. They look at you in a very high light. If they've never encountered a good woman before, they're just astonished by you. Okay, they're like, wow, you are so great. Like, you give men a hope for a future good partner, or maybe you as their partner. You know, you really do give men hope for people in general, because you are just so compassionate and kind and just such a good friend, period. So that was your guys' reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you would like to see more. And I will hopefully see you guys in another video. Thank you.